This is Ohana Javeri from Birla Open Minds International School, welcoming you all to our second blog with Mr. Sarvesh Shashi. Mr. Sarvesh Shashi is one of the youngest CEOs in the yoga and wellness fraternity. With a design in mind, an uncompromising vision, and his Guruji's message as a guiding light, Mr. Shashi set up his first studio Zorba in December 2013. He attended his first yoga class at the age of 17. 9 years on, Mr. Shashi has established the largest chain of yoga studios, giving yoga a contemporary twist. So, let's meet Chennai's magnetic personality, Mr. Sarvesh Shashi. A warm welcome to you, sir. Thank you for giving your valuable time to us this morning. We would now like to get a small tete-a-tete with you and take you back to school. Please tell us, which school did you go to and your fondest memory of the school or a particular teacher?
So, I've had education in about 3 schools in my life. From LKG to 5th standard, I did my schooling in a school called Chinmaya Vidyalaya in Chennai. Then I was told I was a misbehaved child by my parents, and I was sent to an international school in Coimbatore of the same Chinmaya Mission family. It's called Chinmaya International Residential School in Coimbatore, CIRS. And I assumed that when I come back, they'll take me in, but they didn't take me in. And from 8th to 12th, I did in a school called Chettinad Vidyashram. I think my time from 6th to 12th, the 2 years in CIRS and 8th to 12th are the best years of my life. And I was always told to be a teacher's favorite kind of a student, and so I really can't name one favorite teacher. Across from 6th to 12th, I've had way too many favorite teachers, lovely teachers who've really mentored me, guided me, because I always say that school is possibly the most important reason of why I'm here today.
Wow. What was the most favorite aspect of your school that you would always look forward to?
Freedom.
Wow. Any particular incident that took place in school with you that you would like to share with us?
Well, there are a lot of really nice incidents. I think the best part would be the group of friends that I made in school are the only friends that I have currently, in terms of, like, we've been best friends for the last 12 years. We've started a business together. We continue to do possibly literally everything. We are together on each other's birthdays. We're together for New Year's. We're together for my birthday. We're together for every single thing. With this group of about 7 to 8 people from school, we're always together. So I think the friendship that's created during your school times are the ones that last the longest.
True. After pursuing yoga as a profession, have you given up on the yummy food such as pastries, pizzas, burgers, etc.?
Not at all. I had a panna cotta yesterday also.
Oh my god. Which is your favorite asana? Why?
My favorite asana is called the King of Asanas, Master of Asanas, is Siddhasana. The main reason being because in our day-to-day lives we forget that there needs to be a lot of blood circulation to your brains, but that doesn't really happen. So this asana really helps in achieving that, activates the brain a lot more, and I think I can do that asana the best amongst a lot of other things.
Could you tell us a funny episode while teaching yoga?
Well, there have been a lot of fun episodes, if I may put it that way. I mean, in terms of how somebody comes into class thinking they can't do anything, how they actually end up doing it, how, young kids, when they're doing pranayama, they always tend to open their eyes and see what the other person is doing, because, there's so much of energy within them. So for me, yoga is fun. Yoga is, it's a lifestyle. So a lot of times, especially when I'm teaching the 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds, they always open their eyes when they're doing pranayama. And shavasana, they go to sleep. It's a good thing, there's no problem at all, but it's fun to see that, how they open their eyes and want to see what the other person is doing.
Why should students pursue yoga?
I think the most important age, according to me, that you really need to do yoga is between 13 to 25. I started 17 So I was already 4 years late according to me. But 13 to 25 is where your brain cell starts growing. There's a lot of growth in terms of your thoughts, how much effort you put into it, which will lead on to going into the right direction after 25, etc. Because when I took 5 vows when I was 18, and when I asked my teacher, he said that from 18 to 25, he gave me these 5 vows for 7 years. I was like, isn't that my prime time? He said, exactly, that is your prime time, but to focus on what you need to do and kind of take your goal and everything in the right path. So I believe that this is the right age to do, and they need to consider it as a lifestyle more than it's going to be a 1 hour practice.
Why have you named your studio Zorba? What does it signify?
So when I started, when I was 21 in December 2013, the aim was to cater to the 500 million people under the age group of 30, because we believe that stress, anxiety, depression was becoming an epidemic, especially amongst the younger generation of the country and the world. So I wanted to have a very cool name. So Zorba in Greek meant a person who lives life fully each day, and that's how we kept the name Zorba in 2013. But however, from 2018 we had a group of mentors, investors who joined our brand, and they were very keen on telling me or making me understand that Zorba has a very negative connotation when it goes to a different kind of a country, because we're going international this year. So they said that yoga is it's India's gift to the world. It has an Indian authenticity. Everything is Indian about it. Why do you have a Greek name? So now we've changed the name Zorba into Sarva. Sarva means in Sanskrit, it means all encompassing, complete, etc. And it also comes out of my name.
Wow. So, one piece of advice you wish to give our students?
I wouldn't call it an advice. I would just say a humble request. I would say all of you all have great energy. All of you all have the energy that a child has when is quite amazing. I would say just make sure that be yourself, understand how best you could use this energy in the best way possible to do the best things, to make a difference in everybody's lives and in yours. Because I believe that charity doesn't start from home, it starts from within. So you need to love yourself to love others, you need to help yourself to help others. So whatever you think is right for yourself, do that and ensure that it's done for others too.
Thank you. We will have a rapid fire round. I will name an ailment or attribute, and we would like you to suggest an asana or pranayama to our students.
Absolutely.
Ready?
Yep.
Stress.
Anulom Vilom Pranayama.
Concentration.
Brahmari Pranayama.
Anxiety.
I would say you could do an asana which is a child's pose.
Digestion.
Kapalapati.
And good sleep.
Shavasana.
Thank you, sir. It was really fun indeed. That's all for this week's Back to School with Birla Open Minds. Do catch us next week as we interact with more esteemed guests and learn about them and the profession. This is Ohana Javeri from Birla Open Minds signing off. Bye.